Hey guys, Dan Holland here with SolutionToolbox.com. This is the second video in our series, creating a website start to finish using SiteBuilder and the image to web technology. In the first video, we took our image and we sliced it out using the tool provided, and it built this nice little layout for us here and got us a great head start on building the site. But you can see that there's a couple things that just need adjusted a little bit. The first is the menu. You can see that it's not quite aligned right out of the box, but this is pretty easy to fix. So in order to do that, I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to come in here to Manage Zones and then say Manage Menus. And then you can see that automatically created this menu for us called Image to Web Layout _ menu _ 0. What it does is it takes the name that you called the layout and then just attaches the menu and the instance of the menu there. This is the way all the zones work. So when you're going through the custom zones, you see that they're all going to be prefixed with that name you provided. But I'm going to go ahead and select on the HTML link here. And this should be pretty quick. You can see that we just need to bump everything down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here to the paddings area, and I'm going to go ahead and add a 10 pixel buffer to the left hand side. That way we can kind of bump this over and kind of even out the space here in the menu. And then I'm also going to bump it down from the top a little bit by 8 pixels. Now because of the way that padding works, I also need to adjust the height. Since I added 8 pixels down from the top, I'm going to subtract 8 pixels from the height there. So this is going to be 60 pixels. If I go ahead and save and preview this, you should see that the menu is now better aligned there. And if I bring over the preview of the website and refresh, this should look a little bit better now than it did before. So the next thing that I'd like to do is go ahead and start on this image rotator. So we're going to delete out the static image here and drop in one of our modules. So the next thing that we're going to do is come up here to Manage Zones and say Manage Custom Zones. And just like I had mentioned, here's all the custom zones that the system automatically created for us. You can see how the name with the underscore of the custom and then the number that it was automatically given. So we're going to go in here to the _ custom 2, and I recommend renaming these to something that you might understand. But this is the image rotator that I want to get rid of. So if we look at the code here, you can see that it's just a div with some background information in it. So I'm actually going to remove this altogether, and I'm going to drag on the image rotator module from up top here, just like that. Go ahead and select Edit Module. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new image rotator. We'll call this Image to Web Rotator. Just like that. Go ahead and say Create. And I'm going to do a couple things. First, I'm going to upload some images here, which I've already sliced out these images ahead of time. So I'm going to say Select Files, come in here, grab my rotator images, grab these two guys, upload those. I'm going to go ahead and close that, refresh this, and then I'm going to put some settings in here. So the first thing that I need to do is set the width, which I believe is 976 pixels across. And the height is going to be 338 pixels. And we're going to go ahead and let it be in a random order. I don't want to show the thumbnails, and then we can pick our transition effect here. So I'm just going to do a simple scroll right effect. And we can also change the speed in which they rotate and how long they pause. I'll leave that up to you, but we're going to go ahead and say the save settings here. Then I'm going to go ahead and save this custom zone, and then we can take a look at the site. If we go ahead and bring the over here and refresh, we should be able to see that, alright, our menu is now working as expected, and this should rotate here. Should rotate. Go ahead and give it a refresh here. There we go. So now the image rotator and the menu is working. So the next thing that I'd like to do is come down here and work on the jQuery scrolling effect.